Mark Zuckerberg was born on May 14th, 1984, in White Plains. Long before he became one of the richest and most famous technology entrepreneurs in the world, he was simply a curious boy who loved computers. His father, Edward Zuckerberg, was a dentist, and his mother, Karen Zuckerberg, worked as a psychiatrist. Mark grew up in a supportive family with 3 sisters. While most children spent their free time playing outside, Mark spent countless hours exploring computers and teaching himself how software worked. When he was around 12 years old, he created a messaging program called ZUCKERBERG. It allowed computers in his father's dental office and their home to communicate instantly. It was a simple project, but it revealed his remarkable talent. While other children were learning basic computer skills, Mark was already building software. As he grew older, his interest in programming became stronger. He read books about coding, created games, and built various software projects. Teachers and computer experts quickly noticed his unusual abilities. Some believed he could become one of the best programmers of his generation. Mark attended Phillips Exeter Academy, one of the most respected schools in the United States. There he excelled not only in computer science, but also in mathematics, science, and classical languages. By the time he graduated, several major technology companies had already shown interest in hiring him. Instead of going directly into business, Mark enrolled at Harvard University in 2002. Harvard was one of the world's most prestigious universities, and many believed it would be the beginning of a traditional academic career. But Harvard would change everything. During his first years at Harvard, Mark became known across campus as a brilliant programmer. Students often came to him for help with technical problems. One night in 2003, he built a website called FaceMash. The site allowed students to compare photos of classmates and vote on who looked more attractive. The website spread rapidly through Harvard. Within hours, hundreds of students were using it. However, the university administration was not pleased. Privacy concerns forced the site to shut down. For many people, this would have been the end of the story. For Mark, it was only the beginning. The experience gave him a powerful idea. He realized students wanted an online platform where they could connect, communicate, and share information. In early 2004, from a small dormitory room at Harvard, Mark began building a new website. On February 4, 2004, he launched a platform called the Facebook. At first, only Harvard students could join. Students created profiles, uploaded photos, and connected with friends. The response was immediate. Within days, thousands of students joined. Soon, other universities requested access. Then more universities. Then entire schools. Growth exploded. Mark and his friends worked day and night to improve the platform. As the user base expanded, they realized Facebook could become much larger than a college project. Many people advised Mark to finish his degree first. Instead, he made one of the biggest decisions of his life. He left Harvard. With little certainty about the future, he moved to Palo Alto, the center of the technology industry. Facebook's early headquarters was a rented house where employees worked, slept, and coded almost nonstop. Resources were limited. Competition was intense. Success was far from guaranteed. Yet Facebook continued growing. Millions of users joined, then tens of millions, then hundreds of millions. Investors became interested. One of Facebook's earliest major supporters was Peter Thiel, who provided crucial funding that helped the company survive and expand. As Facebook grew, Mark faced serious challenges. The Winklevoss twins and Divya Narendra accused him of taking their idea. Years of legal disputes followed before a settlement was reached. Despite the controversy, Facebook's growth continued. The company introduced features that transformed how people communicated online. People could share photos instantly, reconnect with old friends, create communities, follow news, start businesses, and communicate with people across the world. By the early 2010s, Facebook had become one of the most important websites on Earth. In 2012, Facebook became a public company. The stock market debut instantly made Mark Zuckerberg one of the youngest billionaires in history. That same year, he married Priscilla Chan after years of dating. As Facebook's influence expanded, Mark continued making bold business decisions. In 2012, Facebook acquired. Many people thought the purchase price was too high. Years later, it became one of the most successful acquisitions in technology history. In 2014, Facebook purchased for billions of dollars. The acquisition strengthened Facebook's position as a global communication platform. The company also acquired Oculus, entering the world of virtual reality. However, immense success brought immense criticism. Facebook faced accusations regarding privacy, misinformation, election interference, and user data protection. One of the largest controversies involved the Cambridge Analytica scandal. Governments around the world questioned Facebook's influence. Mark was called before lawmakers and regulators. For hours, he answered difficult questions about privacy and technology. Many observers wondered whether Facebook could survive the growing pressure. Yet the company continued evolving. In 2015, Mark and Priscilla launched They pledged billions of dollars to education, scientific research, and charitable projects. Then came another major decision. In 2021, Mark announced that Facebook's parent company would become. He believed the future technology would extend beyond social media into virtual and augmented reality. The announcement marked the beginning of a new chapter. Some praised the vision. Others doubted it. But Mark remained committed to pursuing what he believed was the next generation of the Internet. Today, billions of people use products connected to Meta every month. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and other services influence communication, business, entertainment, and culture around the globe. The story of Mark Zuckerberg is not simply the story of a billionaire. It is the story of a young programmer who spent countless hours writing code, followed an idea that began in a college dorm room, took enormous risks, faced lawsuits and controversies, experienced extraordinary success, and ultimately helped build one of the most influential technology companies in human history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Your support helps us create more amazing stories about inspiring people and world-changing events. Which story would you like to see next? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.